What is this, you say? Well, this is starting line in a box. Well, maybe 2 boxes. This will be the instruction video on how easy and fast it is to set up the starting system, how it works, how to dial it in, and how you'll use it as a racer. So let's get started. So I've been working on this system now for about a year, and we've been trying it out as we've gone up to Whitefield for testing, trying to get it down to its smallest, most compact, and easiest to use setup. So this is what we've got. This box contains both the electronics to make the system work and the tree. Now you can either set this on the ground, set it up on a little table, put it up on any sort of a stand. All of the controls are on this side. Now after doing this iteration of it, I decided that what I'm going to do is move part of the controls inboard so that when the system is in transport, none of this can be damaged. This one will actually get a cover over it, but these will be moved to the inside on the next one. Anyway, set the system down, set it up on some sort of a stand, and I'm going to go ahead and move the camera back and put this thing together and dial it in real time so you can see just how long it takes. So in this box here, we have the cables and the sensors along with the projectors. We're going to take the cable out, and I realize some people are going to say, oh man, that's made out of PVC. You're right. It's made out of PVC because it's durable and it's cheap. And the whole idea in building this is to build a system that can be inexpensive for you and easily fixed or replaced without a large expense. And we know sometimes accidents can happen. People can run over stuff. It can get left out in the elements. Now everything is, all the electronics inside the box are in their own little separate box to keep them waterproofed. Now on this system here, I'm using photosensitive resistors and high intensity laser beams, and as the people that used it either at Whitefield, Bobby Kincaid, or everybody that used it at the race here at Cash Days, these sensors can be, the lasers and the sensors can be up to 65 feet away from each other and still get a strong signal, so you can have immensely wide lanes, which gives you more passes before you have to do any sort of adjustment. So I'm going to set this one down over here. We'll make us about 15-foot wide lanes. This one, set it down over here. This box, set it off to the side along with the lid. Plug in our cable to the box, and this cable is I think there's 25 or 30 feet in this, so you can be, the starting beams can be quite a ways away from the box if you want to get it out there ways. Also, I'm going to change, because I'm using the sensors from my timing setup, but I'm going to change this system around to have this as one unit instead of two separate units. So I'm hooking these up, and then I need the battery and the connection cable. Now this can run off of 12 volts up to 40 volts DC, because there is an internal regulator on the electronics. So we're just gonna, and I put quick disconnects on it so you can use a number of different power supplies. Put the power up to it and switch it on. And the system now is in setup mode. The get ready lights are on and the go lights are on, but the sensors are not active. So I'm going to turn this a little ways this direction. Turn on the laser. And that one's lined up. Put it in the box again just so I can see it. Turn on this laser. And that one's lined up. Now, in this mode, it tells you that both of your sensors are working and all of your light stages are working. Now put the thing into race mode and it's ready for starting. So from a racer standpoint, this is what you're gonna see. Two racers pull up, clean out, give each other the nod. One racer pulls in, second racer pulls in, system goes ready, and you get the go light. Okay, now what happens if one racer go ahead and bulbs in? Well, you can sit here for as long as you want and nothing's going to happen until both lights are steady for at least 1 second. Now, the blue light tells you to go ahead and rev your motor up, and between the blue and the green there is no less than 1 second and no more than 2 seconds. But let's say you pull up, light your bulb, your opponent lights their bulb, the blue comes on and they try to leave, then they're going to get a blinky light. We don't really have a red light, but they're going to get a foul light. So if you leave, and it generates a random number between 1 and 2 by thousandths of a second, so there are 1,000 possibilities between the blue light and the green light. So it would be pretty next near to impossible to anticipate when it's going to come on, and it generates a random number every time it goes through. So lights up. That time it picked a longer sequence. Lights up, and this time I'm going to leave early and I get the foul light. Lights up and the foul light. So if you leave before the green comes on, you're going to get a foul light. Now, what this is going to entail is that bikes are going to either need a staging disc on their wheels or a staging card, something to keep you from false fouling by rolling in a little bit too far and reading into your wheels. So that's going to be the only consideration that needs to be made. So this system will be in place at Chris's race. I'm building one for Dave over in El Paso and one for Dwayne up at the Beaver Grudge race system, along with a 2-lane timing system, which I'm building all the components because I also have a wind light that goes at the end that figures out who came through first. but I'm also building the system so that each of the components can run standalone, or they can all be plugged together and make up a complete track system. So this is how it works. If there's any questions, just go ahead and hit me up. Thank you.